Next up is the adrenal glands. These are going to be located on top of the kidneys, and they're going to produce 5 different hormones. The first hormone is going to be gonadocorticoids. These are going to ultimately produce or be androgens and estrogens. These are secreted by the adrenal cortex in both males and females. Then we have glucocorticoids. These are going to affect glucose homeostasis. They're going to act on the liver to promote the conversion of fat and protein into an intermediate substances that could eventually be converted into glucose. This is also going to play a role in inhibiting the inflammatory response. Going to pause for just a moment. Cushing's syndrome is an example of a homeostatic imbalance of glucocorticoids. This is going to be characterized by the redistribution of body fat and fluid accumulation in the face. It's ultimately caused by prolonged exposure to high levels of cortisol, and it may result from a tumor either in the adrenal cortex or in the anterior pituitary gland. The use of glucocorticoids hormones to treat asthma, lupus, or rheumatoid arthritis are all possible, but you just have to make sure you maintain a balance to prevent that Cushing's syndrome. Mineral corticoids play a role in maintaining mineral homeostasis and water balance. For example, aldosterone. Aldosterone is going to act on kidney cells, on the cells of the kidneys, to increase reabsorption of sodium ions into the blood and promote the excretion of potassium ions into the urine. Addison's disease is a homeostatic imbalance of aldosterone. It's caused by an undersecretion of cortisol and aldosterone, and it appears to be an autoimmune disorder in which the cells of the adrenal cortex are perceived as foreign, and so the body goes into attack mode against the adrenal cortex of the adrenal glands. It ultimately will result in the bronzing of skin, weight loss, fatigue, electrolyte imbalance, poor appetite, and poor resistance to stress. May also be caused by an inadequate secretion of ACTH. The next region of the these 3 hormones are all produced in the adrenal cortex. The adrenal medulla is another region of the adrenal glands, and that is going to be responsible for producing epinephrine and norepinephrine. Epinephrine, also known as adrenaline, norepinephrine, noradrenaline. Both of these hormones are used in our response to danger. They prepare us for a fight or flight, which is just a series of physiological adjustments made by our bodies in response to very short-term stress. During long-term stress, the hypothalamus communicates with the anterior pituitary via hormonal glands and then going on to the adrenal cortex. And that's it for our adrenal glands.